Hi all, good morning and good evening. This is Kiran from Retriever by Automation. We are at final stop of the our destination to complete the setup for the environment for Appium automation for the Android apps. Okay. Um, so though it is a kind of a few sessions, but it looks very straightforward and simple and straightforward. Okay, so you can make it within 1 hour of time preparing the setup if your system has very good configuration. Okay, so now let's start with the Java project and quickly run the script and see how uh, the setup that we have is working fine or not. Okay, so let me switch over to the IDE. So as I said, so any the projects that I'm going to work on related to the Java side, I prefer uh, IntelliJ IDE is the development and Gradle is the build management tool. Okay, so it has its previous other version that is Maven. So most of the projects are running on the Maven side. It's a build management, but the Gradle came up with a lot of seamless features. So if you're developing on the Android, Java projects and Android projects, then definitely Gradle would have more uh, features so that it will reduce the efforts to prepare the solutions. Okay, so here since we are using the different versions of the JDK, and as on today, now on the market, the JDK, the version is 22, and we need to understand the compatibility between the Java and Gradle. If there is if you have any issues, then it will throw up the compatibility issues. So that's why. So I'm making sure that whoever is configuring the JDK 11, they can do the Gradle with the 7.6 version 1. Okay, and for your convenience, I also provided the link over here to see what are the compatible versions between the Java JDK and the Gradle. See here. This is the compatibility matrix that it is being updating whenever it releases the new new versions. Okay, JDK 11 here you can see it will support from the 5.0 onwards, and then it will go up to the 7.6. So like this, if you are running the 9, right, it will support 19. It will support. Okay, so this compatibility you need to understand. So basically this is the stable version. That's the reason I wanted to go with 11 and 7.6. Okay, so in my system I have configured JDK 11 and Gradle. Okay, so here, so like Maven, we are downloading the binaries and we are manually making the um, home and system path also. We are making sure that that is working. Then only you should be able to run the Gradle commands. Otherwise, it will throws an error. Okay. So to configure the Gradle releases, you can click on this link and it will navigate to the releases page. So number of releases are available. So here you can see 7.63 you can install it, or else 7.61 you can install it. Okay. So let me see what is the version that I have in my system. So I have already 3 command lines are working. Let me close so that I can save some space. Throws error. So CLS. Okay. Now what happened? What we have to do is, what is the Gradle version? Okay, Gradle command is Gradle icon. Let's see whether it is running or not. Okay, sorry, DLE hyphen version. See here, the Gradle 7.6.3 it is giving, and my JDK version is 11. Okay, so this is the one, and let me show to you how we can edit. See here, Gradle underscore home I have set. This is the one. This is the path, so and so. So you have to download those binaries and keep it in your one particular location. You need to give up to that one. After that one, regular Java path, how you configure, like that you need to give it. Okay. Where is this one? Gradle. Yeah, this is the one. Like this you need to give it. That's it. Then when you give and come to command line and searches and apply the version, then it will prompt. Otherwise, if it throws, then you need to fix it. Okay. So cancel it. So this is about the Gradle version. Okay. So the binaries are like Maven. If you configured for any seller web projects similar to that one, it will be. Okay. All support sources. Where is this one? All libraries. In my system, this is the one, Gradle home, and 7 other bin. This you need to configure. You need to copy over here. Okay. This is about the Gradle. And then next. So once your Java is configured and JDK is configured, and if you are running, if you have given the this configuration, the next part is, yeah. So this is the Java with Gradle project configuration. So only I'm just giving you this one. Ensure to install the app, mandatory capabilities in UI Automator 2 options that you need to provide, and Android driver installation, initialization, operations, and bit. Okay. So Appium Server is on at host address with port number. This is the one that default one that we need to use. Okay. So use demo apps and Appium check script script is available that I am going to give in the GitHub as well. Okay. So the team, I'm not going to walk through any of the frameworks over here since we are at very initial stage. I'll just create one Java class and I'll put the code and we'll execute and see whether the setup is running or not. That's it. And after that one, if you are at a learning stage, so don't worry about the frameworks. There is a certain step-by-step process that I'm going to give you in the my future sessions. But if you're well familiar with Java and Selenium automation, and then you can start you can start a little bit higher level, and you can start with the Appium drivers. Okay, so for new beginners, you just start simple JavaScript. I mean Java class, and then you can put the raw code so that you will understand easily. Whenever I'm starting with any of the technology for learning the any tool, I used to start with the raw code instead of going to the any other the frameworks available there. But before going to the frameworks, but we need to understand what exactly the technical code of that particular feature, so that later on based on your corporate environment, there may be a different frameworks that corporates follows, so you can learn with that one. There may be a different sessions they will provide, and based on the assignment that you are deployed. But at the moment, as you are in the learning stage, my suggestion is just start with the raw code, then understand, and then do explore and then expand. Okay, so that's about. And then so let me switch over to the Java project. So see here is my ID. Yeah. So I'm creating new. This is the IDE. So I'm just creating the. So if at all if you wanted to know what is the IntelliJ IDE, there is a sessions are available in this particular vendor YouTube channel, and you will come to know. Okay. So I'm giving you SD. Okay. So this is the project name that I have given, and this is the language I am selecting, and yeah, build system. Okay. So I'll go with the Gradle. Okay. So and this is the JDK, and these are the leaf about these defaults, and ensure that one here you are selecting the your local installation. Otherwise, there is a wrapper. If you are selecting the wrapper, and IntelliJ IDE will install its own Gradle version, which is compatible with the IDE um, as well as the associated Java version. But since we know the what is the our Gradle version, and I'm taking the local installation so that it will give. So and then see here Appium group ID you need to give it Appium and automation, and then SD Appium Readiness Pro automatically artifact ID is created by using this project name. Okay, and just give the create new window. If your system has so much RAM, and you can create multiple IDE windows, so you can easily copy and paste one window to other window. So here once you created, right, and then the settings.gradle also, sorry, build.gradle. In the Maven you have pom.xml, right? In the Gradle you'll have build.gradle. Okay. So by default this is the created, and in the main this one it will be created with one raw script. Okay, so this is the raw script, and so you just see suppose if there is any errors, the JDK is not configured or any such things, it will showcase that warning saying that JDK is not configured, and when you click on that particular link, it will associate that Java to this particular project. Now the next step is, first just once you created the project, just see everything is fine, and here you click on this one and just refresh it, so that if it is my system, it is a 10th time, so I'm not spending anything on the setting up the Gradle. But if it is a first time, it will take certain time, because it will install all the binaries that are required for this particular IDE, so that you should have some patience, and it will configure. That is only one time. Okay, so now once the script is ready, just make sure that whether this plain Java project is running or not. Only just simply you just click on this one, run main. Okay. See here, whatever the script it is written, it is displayed. So for our project, we need to work on Appium, right? So for that one, we need to mention the the dependencies in the build.gradle. So in the Maven side, pom.xml, but whereas in the Gradle side, build.gradle, so you need to provide the dependencies. Okay, only one dependency, that Appium dependency, that we need to provide. Okay, so we are not taking any of the open source the frameworks out there like TestNG or some other reporting systems. But here only we are working on the raw code to ensure that one the given the setup is working or not. Okay. So what I will do is I'm switching over. I'm just showing you. So I think you might be knowing Emulator repository. Here you can check it for the Appium Java client that you need to install. Okay. One second. So Appium Java client mobile web driver. Okay. This one. So you can see the latest version is 9.0.0. Okay. So this is the release date. If you click on this one, you will come to know this is the one. Okay. So this is the implementation group that you need to provide. Okay. Just copy. And where is this IDE? Yeah. Build.gradle. Just go over here. I don't need this JUnit. So you can mark that as a comment. Put this one. So whenever you are putting any of the new dependencies, any of the changes that you are doing, you have to go to this Gradle and do refresh. Okay. So it will allow you to install. You should allow. And if you expand and it will show. See here. Okay, this is Selenium and one second. Okay, what is the implementation? Let me check. So same thing, it is available. Okay, let me see this one. I don't see any errors in this one. Okay, everything is available. Compile path, Appium Java. Sorry, it is now displaying. So Appium 9.0.0 and corresponding the Selenium related it is installed. Okay, make it as a minimize this one. Now what I have to do is in this path, right? Just remove this code. Okay. So put our the code that I have already over here. Very simple and the straightforward. I'm not taking any of the um, mm, other the frameworks. Only just after completion of this one, capabilities we need to put it. These are the capabilities. Okay, so in the Appium 2.x onwards, they are calling it as a options, not as a capabilities. So UI automated 2 options. This is the class that you need to create an object. Okay, UI automated 2 is the object. The class that you need to create. Okay, and options dot so and so set. This is the variable name, and we are setting the value UI automated to. That is automation name. UDID I am giving this one, and app package that you need to give it, and app activity. This is the app that we are going to work, in the future sessions as well. That information we need to give, and a platform named Android and platform version. These are not mandatory, but still you need to give so that it will be understandable for the group that you are working on. Okay, and here you can take this one. Okay, so Appium driver is the class. Okay, and we are instantiating this Android driver class. So we are creating the driver object. Okay, so like you are giving with for the in the Selenium, you might have say, right, web driver, and new Chrome driver or new Edge driver, like that you are creating, right? Similarly, you need to mention these options, this object we need to pass it over here, and then so these are the regular like whoever is new to the Selenium automation side or mobile apps automation side. This is how that we need to. So here, okay. So once this driver is set up, this one driver means, so this is the base that it will identify uh, the particular element based on the inputs that we are giving over here. Web element is the class. We are creating one object. Okay, and this one driver dot find element. Find element is the method that we need to take, and Appium by. Yeah, this is the one thing that you need to understand in the client versions until 8.x. Okay, so we have mobile by. Now the change is Appium by you need to use, and accessibility IDE. What are the different strategies that I'm going to cover it in the build playlist in detail. But for now, try to understand that accessibility IDE app value that I'm giving over here, and simply I'm just getting the text value, and then I'm just operating the click operation. So and then again I'm navigating to the next screen, and then I'm just getting this one driver dot navigate back. See, in the Selenium you might have driver dot back, right? If at all in the browser side you wanted to back, so like that you have a back method, so that one, and then driver quit method. So here friends, I'm not showing you any of the frameworks here to ensure that one, to ensure the environment, the setup, everything that you made it is properly working or not. One simple script is enough. If your script is running, your startup script is running, then you are good. And then based on your approach, that you can start how you can prepare the scripts and how you can make the folder structure, and it's up to you. Okay, so but to make sure that when your things are running fine, this simple script is enough. Okay, so now what I will do is, so we have to take care of our Appium server is running or not first. Okay, what is that one? We have seen in the previous sessions there are 4 components that we need to understand. That is, Appium server is on, emulator is on, app is installed, Appium inspector is on, and client. Okay, so our Appium is on, and your emulator is ready, and so we know that when we already from the Appium inspector side, what is the thing needed that we already know. So what we'll do is, let me launch, and I'll show you what is that app that I'm going to walk through. Yeah, here only. See here, it will launch the app. Okay, and then it will give the text of this app, and click on this one, and then alarm, it will give the text of alarm, and it will click on this one. Okay, and then it will navigate back. Okay, this is about the demo that I'm going to run now. Okay, so first time, so it will take a little bit amount of time, but it will run. Let's see. App. See here, hello world, and it is closed that already opened app. So it launched that app. Click on app element and click on this alarm element, and then it will give the hello world welcome, and this app text and alarm is displayed. Okay, so let me comment this one. Okay, I am going to this. Okay, again I am running simple. I just run it. I'm not using any runners or any such things. Directly I am running the Java class because only one class is there. Can alarm, then back. See here, get text of element app, get text of app element alarm. Okay, so I'm just giving so that so team, this is the basic raw script. So for any automation, in case if you're starting with uh, learning, just do start with raw script so that you'll come to know whatever the setup you have done is properly set or not, and then whatever the drivers that you are using that is being interacting with the given device or emulator that is running or not. Okay, so that's about this one, and let's see what is happening in the Appium server side. See here. So just observe this one. This is useful only when if you have any issues and something is not happening and unusual. In such instances, you can monitor this log and understand. And sometimes you may get some clue so that it may be useful to resolve your issues. Okay. See here, I was talking about W3C for the new session. See. Okay, earlier it follows the JSON wire protocol, but now it follows the W3C protocol because it has certain standards defined across the entire forum, so that whoever is developing any of the browsers or they need to follow certain guidelines. So anyone is operating on the browser side, they need to follow those guidelines. So even for open source frameworks also, the dealing with the browser side, they have to follow those standards. So, okay, so see here, calling Appium driver find element with arguments so and so. Okay, so accessibility ID, this is in a request format it is sending. Okay, so if you are aware about web services, what so we are sending certain commands or certain data, and the server will process it and give the responses. Similarly, whatever the script that you are writing, that will be in a JSON format, that will be fed to the server, and server will process it in some other things, and then it will process it and it will communicate with the respective client. Okay. So find element is the method, then it is going, and then session ID. See, got response with status 200. Suppose the value is available, and it will get back the response from the if you receive the uh, response is good, then it will give the 2. Yes, status is 200. That means yes, the information that you have sent is correct, and server is sent and client is received and you got it back, and then that will be the your status is 200. So like that, different processing are there. For front end users, we don't need to bother about only this one. Whenever you get any kind of issues, so it may help you to dig into the further, and you can pinpoint the root cause of the issue. Okay. So okay, team. I'm done with the Java project, and we successfully configured the the setup, and we have run the session. Okay, uh, the raw JavaScript, which certifies that the given setup is working fine, like your server and your emulator, the app is running on the emulator, the script is performing the actions on the emulator side, emulator is giving responses back to the Appium server as from the client side, and then you're seeing the results. So now we have ensured that one, yes, the setup is done. And now you can start your learning, and based on the your the approach, you can develop the uh, short scripts and see how it is behaving, and understand different variations available in the Appium site. So I'm going to give you the features that have changed in the Appium 2.x, so that will be useful when you get into the script. So this is definitely useful whoever is starting fresh, and whoever is already having some knowledge on the Selenium side, whoever is already having the some knowledge on the Appium 1.x side and wanted to explore, then definitely this is useful, and you can directly take it. And as a Kickstarter toolkit, you can take this, and you can start configure and play. Okay. Thanks, team. Thanks for watching this session. I'll catch you in the next session. Bye.